Yeah.
I
It's
can't trust it.
interesting. You can't trust it.
Yeah.
And therein lies the essence of it, mate. Just doing my thing as an intuit and reading you. And I've seen you shift incredibly as a man and what you've created since then with your family. But as you said, I can't trust my body. And that is, you can't trust full stop. You can't trust the universe. You can't trust that it's going to work out.
Yeah.
Therefore, how do you deal with that? You go, I'm going to work harder at this. And the subconscious doesn't know it has the power until you act on it. You can have the thought, I can't trust. But then when you act on it by going, I'm going to do this better than anybody, it confirms the subconscious that you can't trust it. You just can't trust the body. And what's ironic is the calves, some say it's the fear of the future, injuries to the calves, to the lower legs, is you can't trust the future. You can't trust yourself in the future. And I talk about this all the time. It's the essence of this podcast, the temple of now. It's about coming back to the now. And there are things, we all have our stuff that drags us out of the now. We as humans are always trying to solve a problem that hasn't happened yet because we believe it's going to resolve our past. Something we felt when we were kids. What does it do? It takes you out of the now. Like you talked about your career and just that injury coming back, that same one over and over again. It's not lost because you've evolved so much as a man, and the work you've done with youngsters as well, the work you've done with teams and the organizational work is the perfect space for you. It's the blessing because you don't want a coach who's been a world champion. You want a coach who's coached world champions. You don't want a psychologist that's reading out of a book. You want one that's there by experience and leading people through it. And the realm you're going into, I got to say, is just the perfect realm for you because you are that bridge. Sports teams full stop. Corporate, sporting, military. It is the way of the future to have that bridge where you have a dream before a game that you do have somewhere you can go because your perspective is wrong. Your perspective on you not being worthy to go and see the boys who love you and want to train with, want you to hang out when you turn up at Boomer's training and you got all this love. And all these guys going, mate, it's so good to see you and whatnot. It dispelled the myth. Me turning up Anzac Day to see blokes I haven't seen for 20 years, it dispels the myth. And it comes back to coming back to the now. You being in that space and being a bridge for players within teams is a perfect endeavor for you. Yeah. Perfect endeavor. The irony would be in that you having this focus you've worked for in the last couple of years, this transition, I believe it's going to free you up in ways you can't imagine. It's going to free your body up because you actually can trust you. You've just got this myth going on about yourself. I say this all the time. I've had so many masters say at the end of the day, it's just self-love.
Yeah.
Is the core of it.
You're right, man.
Right.
Because it's like that's where the issues are around. And so what I talked to you about earlier and like a little bit out of that is it's like, and I said it before, the best results I ever had when I was actually just being myself. But I'd never, like, such small amount of time, I trusted myself just to be myself and trusted that would be enough, you know?
Yeah, right. I remember I was going through a training phase. Sorry, I got to cut in here because there was a phase where we literally got acting like an animal, like using intuition. It's like, dude, there's this bridge. And you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, this is the training you're going to do. You're going to train like an animal. But then you're also going to get into the joy of playing because there is an aspect of you, even though you were thrust into basketball and didn't even like it, we did find that aspect of you that actually did love it. And there was a player that you resonated with in which you could mimic. You could actually just get into playing like that. What it would feel like, the essence, not what it looks like, not what it sounds like, but what does it feel like to be in that essence? And then have your imagination take over. And that's when things actually shifted for you. You started coming back into playing ball and realizing you've actually got this in you because you were back to play. You're back to the now. You're back to how it felt. You're out of your head and back into your body. And that was quite profound. I remember the joy in your voice talking about the training you'd taken on and getting up early in the morning before winter gets up, before Cash is up and going, this is my time to play. That's why it's called a game.
Yeah.
People forget this with professional careers, and then you've got coaches, and then you've got parents, and then you've got the demands of the public. You forget about the play aspect, and that is the test.
Yeah.
It's coming back to play, and clubs are only just starting to realize this around the world. You've got the best coaches within the World Cup, guys like Gus Hiddink, famously, had the ability to get inside each player's head to bring out the best in them.
Right.
And that in lies the way of the future for clubs, is to understand this concept and then have staff that can do that. It's not about tactics, not about fitness. It's not about skill. The magic thing that no one's working on is this ability to remove the things in the mind of the athlete so that they can play to their potential.
Yeah. That's all it is, man.
And that's something that you know firsthand, and you're now doing with others as well, which I'm super proud of you. The irony is that I think in doing this, you get a chance to come back to playing ball just for the fun of it and
Yeah.
seeing what happens, that your body will change.
Yeah.